2023 Honda Odyssey Review. Odds are, if you're thinking about buying a minivan, you're considering the Honda Odyssey. The Odyssey has been around for almost 30 years now, and the 2023 model does everything we expect from a modern minivan, and more. There's plenty of configurable passenger and cargo room, and its V6 has plenty of power to move this 8-passenger vehicle with authority. The Odyssey comes standard with many advanced driver aids to help improve safety. It also offers some neat optional extras, such as an interior camera system that's handy for keeping an eye on rowdy backseat passengers. The 2023 Honda Odyssey is pretty much unchanged. Honda did eliminate the LX trim, making the EX the new base trim. It costs more than the old LX but has more standard features as compensation. Then, right in the middle of the lineup, Honda has added a sport trim with black exterior accents and distinctive interior upholstery. There isn't much minivan competition these days, but those that remain include the Toyota Sienna, Chrysler Pacifica, and the Kia Carnival. The Sienna and the Pacifica both offer a hybrid model, which greatly improves the fuel economy. You can get them with all-wheel drive, too, which is something Honda doesn't offer. Meanwhile, the Kia Carnival offers a compelling value and a longer warranty than the Odyssey. But on the whole, we think the Odyssey is a great pick for a family hauler. Check out our test team's expert rating below for our complete evaluation. What's it like to live with? Our editors spent a year and 20,000 miles with a Honda Odyssey and learned everything that's great and not so great about Odyssey ownership. This was a 2018 Odyssey, but the 2023 model is part of the same generation, so most of our observations still apply. Edmunds expert rating. Our verdict: the Edmunds vehicle testing team evaluates a fresh batch of vehicles every week, pairing objective assessments at our test track with real-world driving on city streets, freeways, and winding roads. The data we gather results in our expert ratings. They are based on 30-plus scores that cover every aspect of the automotive experience. 8.1/10. Some cringe at the thought of owning and driving a minivan. But you can't deny that this is the most efficient way to move people and cargo in just about any setting. And among minivans, the Honda Odyssey does it the best. It offers nimble handling, modern technology, gobs of interior space, and pleasing levels of luxury and convenience. Rated for you by America's Best Test Team. Performance. 8.0/10. How does the Odyssey drive? The Odyssey just might be the exception where it is okay to use the words minivan and fun in the same sentence. Its V6 engine offers enough power for your merging and passing needs even when you've got the cabin full of passengers. In our testing, the Odyssey Elite accelerated from 0 to 60 mph in 7.6 seconds, essentially an average time for a V6-powered minivan. Precise steering and stable braking and handling give the Odyssey a confident presence both on the highway and along tighter roads. Is the Odyssey sporty? Not really, but it is well sorted and enjoyable to drive. Everything feels cohesive. A smooth shifting 10-speed automatic transmission unobtrusively chooses the proper gear for the situation. Standard steering wheel mounted paddle shifters are nice if you want to shift for yourself. If we had to nitpick, it'd be that the engine stop-start system, it turns the engine off at stoplights to save fuel, is a bit unrefined, but it can be disabled. How comfortable is the Odyssey? The Odyssey is slightly ahead of its peers in yet another area. The front seats are great for logging miles on extended drives. The second-row seats are equally suited for kids or adults. Third-row legroom is limited, but 2 grown-ups can survive back there for shorter distances. Our Odyssey Elite's 19-inch wheels likely gave it a firmer ride than the smaller available wheel options. Smaller wheels mean more absorbent tire side walls. But generally speaking, there aren't many bumps the Honda can't absorb with ease. Honda deserves credit for its noise reduction efforts, and the Odyssey is the quietest minivan in the segment by our measurements. The available cabin intercom also lets you bypass the low-level road noise. A microphone picks up your voice and broadcasts it to the rear of the van via the speakers or through the rear entertainment system's headsets. Now you can say "Stop touching your sister" without having to turn your head around to shout it. How's the interior? A minivan should make your life easier, and the Odyssey does. Sliding rear doors will always beat the traditional doors of a crossover SUV when it comes to getting kids in and out. The height of the first two rows of seats makes them easy to slide right into. The second row seats recline and also slide sideways with only moderate effort, allowing superior access to the third row. Both the driver's seat and the steering column offer a wide range of adjustment, and finding a natural driving position is a cinch. Those with longer legs, however, might wish for extended thigh support from the lower cushion. Our biggest gripe is the mediocre visibility up front and over the shoulder. The windshield, roof pillars, and side mirrors are bulky, and while the rear view cameras are nice, a surround view camera would be optimal. Honda doesn't offer one. How's the storage? Few vehicles can best a minivan here. The storage well behind the third row is deep and perfect for grocery bags. The third row seats are lifted and lowered manually, which requires a little muscle, but the strap handle system is easy enough to use. The Odyssey has a larger max capacity, at 155.8 cubic feet, than both the Sienna and the Pacifica. The second row seats are bulky and hard to remove, yet their side-to-side adjustability is a helpful storage solution if you don't need a fully flat floor. When it comes to installing car seats, the Odyssey sets the bar. Not only are the lower car seat anchors extremely accessible, but booster-age kids will also find it easy to put on their own belts. How's the tech? Honda's infotainment system has big virtual buttons and snappy responses. You can customize the layout of the screen's virtual buttons. The Garmin-based navigation graphics and menus, those seem archaic compared to newer systems. And some operations, including voice commands, are a little hard to figure out. We preferred to use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto apps instead during our testing. The tech in the Odyssey is hit and miss. The rear cabin camera monitor, in lieu of the sunglass mirror, and cabin intercom are certainly useful. But some of the advanced driver aids, such as adaptive cruise control, respond sluggishly and are prone to false positives. We avoided using them. Is the Odyssey a good value? The Odyssey Elite trim level that we tested is pricey, no question, but the fundamentals of the Odyssey are available for much less if you can live without tech features such as active noise cancellation or a rear seat vacuum cleaner. If you simply need maximum people-moving space, even the base LX captures the Odyssey's best qualities: smooth power, comfortable seating, and an open, airy cabin. Warranty-wise, Honda is on par with competitors. Most offer 3 years/36,000 miles of basic and 5 years/60,000 miles of powertrain coverage. Roadside assistance is also typical and provided for the length of the basic warranty. How's the fuel economy? The EPA estimates the Odyssey Elite's fuel economy at 22 mpg in combined city/highway driving, which is average for a minivan. On our 115-mile evaluation route, which is primarily composed of highway driving, we observed 21 mpg. This indicates the Odyssey might underperform with respect to the EPA estimates. As a kid mobile, the versatility of a minivan is unbeatable. As road trip transport for 5 or 6 adults, the Odyssey is nearly as accommodating. And for the weekend home improvement warrior, it's a cavernous, lockable space for all your stuff. Not convinced it's cool. This one also drives like a car and has flexible seating, USB ports galore, and in-cabin tech to keep everyone entertained. Every Odyssey has value in what it offers, so feel free to get the Odyssey that fits your budget. The base EX is hard to beat for overall value. It comes with many conveniences that weren't present on last year's base model, including power sliding rear doors, second row sunshades, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone compatibility. The 2023 Odyssey minivan is available in 5 trim levels: X, XL, Sport, Touring, and Elite. All have a 3.5-liter V6, 280 horsepower, 262 lb-ft of torque powering the front wheels through a 10-speed automatic transmission. All trim levels come with a removable middle seat in the second row, so you can choose between seating for 7 or 8. Pros: configurable second row seats are very useful, packed with modern safety and tech features. Strong V6 engine and stable handling make it enjoyable to drive. Cons: mediocre fuel economy, no power folding third row seats, overly vigilant forward collision warning system is frustrating. What's new? Base LX trim level discontinued. New mid-level sport trim, part of the 5th Odyssey generation introduced for 2018.